Welcome. Enjoy yourselves.
Oh, there
How
we
are
go. Okay,
Oh,
finally. Okay,
okay.
awesome.
Never mind.
All right, sorry about that technical difficulty there. Mike wasn't working for half a second. Well, it was like a half a minute, but yay. Okay, here we go. Welcome to the CowCast. This is our weekly talk show where we talk about everything gaming, movies, live news, all that jazz. So this week we got some awesome topics for you. My name is Nate. I'm joined here with Nick and Sean. We're missing Lewis and Frankie today. They ran into some other obstacles that they couldn't join us today. But we'll still have
Explosive diarrhea. Both
explosive
of them.
diarrhea. It's from all those chili peppers Lewis ate a couple weeks ago.
Terrible.
So we're back for another great episode. We do this every Monday at 8 p.m. EST. And so our topics this week are we're going to be talking about who we think we should play the next Wolverine after Hugh Jackman plays his last role. Ghost Recon Wildlands, a new Ghost Recon installment. And then we're going to be talking about whether the Battlefield is becoming the new Call of Duty, and what we think about the Star Wars Battlefront game modes that have been announced and teased this week. And then we'll also be talking about a movie star topic and what would be if we were to star in a movie. What would our first movie be? What would be the plot of our first movie that we would star in? So we'll get to that at the end, and then of course, viewer's favorite, we got viewer topics. So throughout the night, if you have viewer topics, leave them here. We'll try to catch them. If we don't catch them, and we'll bring them up later when we talk about viewer topics, repost them, and then we'll get to them. So stick around for viewer topics, and let's begin the show.
Okay. Gotta take 2 breaths. Make sure you don't pass out. That was a lot of talking.
Woo! It was a lot of talking. I'm sorry. All right, so our first topic of the evening after that wonderful new transition.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh my! New transition.
It's talking about Wolverine. So we're going to post a quick article, or this is the Twitter post that my boy Hugh Jackman posted to his Twitter, the real Hugh Jackman, saying that he will be playing the Wolverine one more time in the little symbol claw of one picture thing. He only has one claw.
That's what it's
It's like
supposed
the
to
middle
be.
finger. It's like, fuck you, I'm done with this shit.
Pretty much.
So he's playing the Wolverine for the last time. So I think, that's going to be pretty sucky. Sean, what was the picture that you pulled up before?
I'm just writing down the statistics. I found one on iFunny, and it said there was 3 Hulks, 3 Spider-Mans, 3 Supermans, 5 actors that played Batman, but there's only one, and I say one, Mr. Wolverine.
Mr. Jackman.
Mr. Jackman of the variety.
Yes, of the Hueness.
Of
X-Men movies. They're the
So what
best.
do we think? I guess the real topic is, what do we think? Do you think there needs to be another Wolverine? Do you think there will be another Wolverine? And who do you think will play it? If there is.
Well, I could answer some of that, I guess. Does there need to be a new Wolverine? No, of course there doesn't. Will there be a new Wolverine? Of course there will. They're just gonna make money from it. It's like superhero movies. It's the thing now. So, but yeah, I'm sure that they'll find someone to play it. I think they've done an okay job with the superheroes so far, who they picked to play them and stuff.
Like the X-Men or like superheroes?
Not the X-Men. The X-Men fucking terrible. I hate those movies. Okay, what was it? Was it the First Class though? What was that one?
First Class.
That one was okay.
That was.
I'll give it that one. That was okay. The other X-Men movies, I fucking hate them.
What about the newest one?
I don't
Final
even know.
Day or Final. I don't know what it was called.
Final Stand or something.
Yeah, Final Stand or something.
I don't remember. I might have seen that one. Regardless, those ones are all right.
Yeah.
I could get behind those. But yeah, they have a quest to find who will be new Wolverine, which is a struggle because they all can play Wolverine like Hugh Jackman does, because like you're saying, he's the only one. So they came up with a list, which I'm going to post right now.
Damn.
And that's the list of people. And of course, that link won't work because Twitch. So copy and paste that shit. And if you want to look through that, there's some interesting choices on there. I don't know if you guys.
Some of them are absolute garbage.
They are.
Absolute
They really are.
garbage.
But that's for people to look over while we talk. What do you guys think?
Okay.
Is that going to be?
Well, Sean, what do you think? We'll let you go.
Well,
first.
like as I saw on iFunny and Nick just stated, there's only been one actor, so there's not much that you can really do about that. But with that top 15 people that like could actually do it, I was looking at Tom Hardy from the Mad Max main actor, and out of everybody, he was really the only one that I thought he could pull off being. No, fuck Shia LaBeouf. He's a bitch ass hippie nigga.
Bitch ass hippie. Yeah.
You didn't hear that.
But
But what's it called? Like I feel like he's really the only one that can have the facial hair, have the right face for it, and still be a good actor in all of this.
Is that just because in Mad Max, Tom Hardy had like 4 lines, and Wolverine has like 4 lines in all his movies?
It
really
It
is.
is very true. He doesn't really talk that much.
Yeah,
And when he
I
does,
guess it's the
like,
character, but yeah,
I mean, yeah,
Happens.
he's kind of like an introvert character that just is a badass.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Sam Worthington though is a good one though. We were talking about, right?
Yeah. Was it? Let me look. Yes, I think Sam Worthington would do well. Who else did I see that I think on that list? Just based on this list. We're going based off this list. I don't know. I think Mark Wahlberg is too overplayed. Shia LaBeouf would just be nuts, even though I am a fan of his. No matter how crazy he is. People in the comments in that post said Carl Urban #3 would be good.
I honestly don't know who that is.
I don't. That's
I
the
probably
only
seen
one I
that.
really don't know who it is.
Yeah.
You see him in like TV shows mostly, not really acting jobs of like
It's on
the variety.
The verge of superstardom. It says.
Yeah, it's
Verge.
like, I don't know. Like, but then you got Aaron Paul, definitely not. Keanu Reeves, definitely not.
No.
John Bernthal, probably not. Jason Stratham, no.
He's
Definitely
like
not.
British.
Definitely not.
Yeah, no, it's bald.
Norman
Yeah.
Reedus.
Debatable.
I think he has to finish Walking Dead before anything else.
He has to finish that fucking Silent Hills game before he finishes anything else. Spoiler alert, that shit got canceled.
Liam Hemsworth, definitely not. Jude Law.
I like Jude Law in
I
his
could
movies, but he wouldn't. I don't know if he'd fit that well.
He wouldn't
Yeah.
fit the character, but he's a good actor. I'll give him that.
I don't know. I think you could do it. Ian
Yeah.
Bohan, I'm not sure who that is. Who he played? Oh, I don't know. Who cares? And
Yeah.
definitely not Mark Wahlberg. So, I don't know. I think I agree with Sean. I think Tom Hardy looks the best for the part, but is he the
Yeah.
best actor?
I think a lot of people will say he is just because of like the new Mad Max and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and all the other stuff he's been in like like Batman and all that crap. Like he could pull it off, I think. Well, there's probably better actors out there that could do it, but I wouldn't know. This is a pretty good list, I guess, minus Shia LaBeouf, Keanu Reeves. Besides
The
that, it's
joke
alright.
ones that are thrown in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Some of these are just funny. So why do you think? Okay, I guess another question is, when do you think we'll get another Wolverine? Because we got another movie coming out probably next year. So, are we looking at getting a Wolverine like the year later, or do you think it's going to be a long time where they got the whole Deadpool movie coming out where they're throwing in X-Men characters into that and stuff like that because they like intermingle, and so you got all that jazz. But so are they just going to leave the X-Men's in there? Or are we going to get another X-Men movie, or is this X-Men movie that's coming up next year going to be the last one?
Well, I mean, I don't know, because obviously I don't think I've seen the last X-Men, but like I said, I don't like them, but they seem to do rather well in the box office, so
Got Jennifer Lawrence in it, well, for one more too.
it's true. I guess that's a reason why
One
many
more.
people see it. So
One more though. It's so sad.
It's a sad day.
I just want a fucking Nightcrawler movie, dude. No one does the Nightcrawler movie. Anyone even knows who the hell that is?
I can't remember.
It's that blue guy, not Beast, but the blue guy who can like teleport and shit like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So you
He's
want a
hard.
movie about him?
yeah, he's
That would
hardcore as
never
fuck.
happen, you know that, right?
I don't know, man. I remember when I was a kid, I used to watch the cartoons, and they had a X-Men movie,
Yeah.
and he was part of some of it. I think he was even part of the first X-Men.
Yeah, he was definitely in the X-Men movies recently.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
recently.
but yeah, they definitely
Yeah.
Nightcrawler movie. Same.
I don't know if they could pull a movie off about him though.
I don't
Yeah.
think,
But like they're gonna make more X-Men movie. That's a given. That's a franchise that will never give up killing off a superhero unless they get retired. But even that, like,
Superman, superhero in the second one, and then they switched her actress.
yeah, I don't know.
Well, again, that's probably because the actors quit.
No, but like, what's it called? Like, even I can't even say that because Marvel has what's it called? Captain America that died in the comics, but he still has movies out. Like, I guess my comment doesn't really work.
Every superhero's probably
Every
died.
superhero in
Oh,
every comic book has died.
True,
Yeah.
but like, didn't he have like a retirement from not being in any more comic books?
Who?
Captain America.
I don't know. Probably. Yeah,
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, there's probably definitely points where they were like, "We're not going to put out a new series for Captain America this year, or this
Oh, yeah,
next 5
but
years."
But it's like the thing too. Like if he dies in the comic books, it doesn't necessarily mean anything because they'll be like, "Oh, look at this crazy alternate path that could have taken place," and they'll just make more movies.
There's absolutely no there's no correlation between comic books and movies.
Yeah,
Okay, true.
unfortunately.
I mean, I guess that there is, but like to the point where it follows a story. There's so many like different storylines for Superman and like Batman stuff, because there's so many different like chains of comic series. It's not like there's episode 1 and then episode 1000 of Batman. There's episode 1 of like Dark Knight. That's not even a comic book series, but like, and then there's episode like 1 of the Joker Strikes Back. I don't know, but I don't know anything about comic books like that, but names and stuff. But it's that, so it doesn't necessarily die, but
Very true.
I just also want to say too on I don't know if we linked the tweet. I think we did. Yes. But yeah, on that tweet it says Hugh Jackman put my last time put on the clause. What do you want to see happen? And I honestly want to see a Hugh Jackman Wolverine version of that musical movie that he was in, Les Mis or something. I want to see it.
You want him to start singing in the middle of X-Men?
That'd be tight.
Oh my god.
That's just it was the first thing I thought when I saw that. I'm like,
No.
get on
Okay.
Broadway.
I could see them throwing that in there, though.
Oh, yeah.
I could see them throwing like a 30-second singing scene or something. Like a joke scene. That'd be hilarious.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
That would be great. Oh my god.
There's my 2 cents.
No.
I want to see Wolverine sing and kick ass. I'll make it.
Gosh.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it's happening,
I'll,
Sean.
I'll reference the Office guy. Okay, I don't know his name. Never watched The Office, but
Steve
you always
Carell.
get. Yes,
That
Steve
one
Carell. There you go.
thing.
You just no. Okay, no, it ain't happening.
No,
It can't.
Sean, you're referencing the wrong meme, man. In the wrong video. You gotta reference the Shia LaBeouf one. Just do it!
Yeah, and then there's a meme that has
Yes.
both of them, and then he's saying, "Just do it," and then Stephen Carell comes in, and just no, just no. It's great. That's what iFunny does to you.
Was it? I
Can't.
got to shout out to something to my boy David Does MCPE down there. If you want me to sing, stick around for the viewer topics. I'll definitely do it then.
Oh my!
But with that transition, we will be heading into topic 2.
The darkness.
The dark.
Yep.
It's the best. It's the best.
It's so great.
God damn.
All right, so Ghost Recon Wildlands. So they
Yes.
so they dropped a trailer at E3, but they dropped an accolade trailer this past week. So it kind of rekindled my flame on looking at the game, because at E3 I got really bored at watching it.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like really bored at watching. I couldn't watch like 2 minutes of it. Like, and that's
Yeah.
coming from someone who played every Ghost Recon up to Grad 2.
Hmm.
So like I played every single one. There's probably about 10 before it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really bored looking at it. So I don't know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the whole Ghost Recon Wildlands?
What about you, Sean? How about you go first while I formulate
Okay, so
my
when I
mind?
was watching the video, all I was thinking was Far Cry, Medal of Honor, GTA, Ghost Recon slapped together and thrown out to the public. That's really what it looked like, because you got the Far Cry like free world roam look. You had the Medal of Honor and GTA style of play and graphics, and then you had the storyline kind of deal of Ghost Recon, but they kind of went away from it.
What do you mean, like storyline though?
Yeah. What do you?
For
Like
Ghost
you
Recon?
you obviously still killing people. Like, I don't know, like you're still doing the missions that they have in Tom Clancy Ghost Recon games, but I don't know.
So you think it's just more like the war setting, I guess?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. I don't know how to describe it. It's a weird topic, or not a weird topic. It's like a weird way of how to say it.
Oh, it is like a weird mesh, because in this game it looks like they're doing the war on drugs, so it is a war setting.
Yeah,
Technically, if you want
technically.
words, but I don't know. It's like it
That's
looks
debatable.
really good though. Like
Yeah.
like some of the screens look really good, but then I'm like, I keep watching, I'm like, wow, this looks pretty nice for how it looks. I'm like, oh, that's a motorcycle. Looks like Battlefield now. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, look at the gunplay. Where'd the recoil go?
Look at the gunplay. Where did the third person go?
Where'd the third person go?
Yeah, that is true too.
Fucking Christ. Yeah, I didn't
Where
think.
did the third person go? Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon is a third-person shooter.
I
The
haven't
only
seen
time you
shoot
get a
third person.
fucking aim down sight is when you have a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
But if you look at Ghost Recon Phantom, which is on the PC, they also do the similar style. So
Ghost
it's a
Recon
newer
Phantom
game.
was absolute garbage. Wait, no, which
Great
one?
game.
Wait, is that the free-to-play one?
The free to play.
That's the
Okay,
free to
let me
play one.
rephrase that. Ghost Recon Future Soldier was garbage.
There
It
you go.
felt like a shitty version of a Call of Duty game. I paid $5 for it, thinking like, damn, I'm getting a good deal. And because I love Ghost Recon, but it was honestly a piece of shit.
I don't know. It looks crazy good though.
Yeah, that's the one thing it looks like it has going for, is it looks really good. I can't see them pulling off necessarily like a really good story, because
Yeah, no.
to an extent I look at this game and I was honestly gonna almost call it this before. I almost called it like Rainbow Six 3 or whatever, because it's like the same idea.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same. Yeah.
And if it's anything to go off of in the story of like the Rainbow Six games, they're not really good. They're more meant for
Yeah.
like multiplayer, but
And they're more meant for like the tactical team aspect of it.
yeah,
Never find a good Ghost Recon story. There are very few.
no,
If there's like the Graw ones are pretty decent, but
yeah,
before that there was nothing, because it's all about you're commanding your squad, which is the whole point of it.
Was the Graw ones the ones we played on the original Xbox?
probably.
No. On the
No, what-
360.
Or yeah, on the
The
360,
Graw
yeah.
one was the co-op one.
What was the one that we always
We
played?
Ghost
Where
Recon 2.
okay,
There was
that
all like the different tactical storm, like Desert Storm and Vietnam one or whatever, like jungle something, and like
Yeah.
Arctic combat.
Jungle
stuff like that.
Thunder.
It was the one we usually played all the time, where you like attack an airfield, Sean.
yeah, that
Or, like,
one.
the Chinese town, that one. That one's Ghost Recon 2.
Fuck yeah.
Graw was the one. Graw was the one where they took away like the squad and made it more of like a co-op game. Compared like the whole single player or the whole campaign was more of a co-op game, where they had Graw, they had Ghost Recon 2, which was just like we played missions. We didn't really play the campaign.
I mean,
Okay.
Graw 2 was good though. I mean, I don't know how necessarily innovative like the Graw 2 was on 360 compared to like the other ones, like the older ones. But you know, you have like the thing like the drone, where you get the camera on the drone and you can like mark people with that. You have like that little mule thing that you can call and get ammo from. You can like
Right.
look at the viewpoints of people on your team, like in the upper right corner and stuff.
Yep.
It's like, that was cool. I mean, I don't know how well that would stand up today, because it seems like everyone does that. Though.
Yeah, no, it's like it depends. See, like they're trying to do this open world thing,
Mhm.
which doesn't make sense at all in the
Yeah,
the
no.
whole play style of past Ghost Recons.
Yeah.
Does it look good? Should it be named a Ghost Recon game?
Mm.
Nope. Just like
Mm,
pretty much every game coming out now.
yeah.
Should Battlefield Hardline been a Battlefield game? No.
No.
That's
Shots
pretty much-
fired.
should this new Advanced Warfare Call of Duty's been a Call of Duty game? No. I don't know. There's certain titles that shouldn't have been called like that title, and I think this one's going to be one of them. But
I can't see this game doing too good.
I really can't see it doing too good either because, I mean, it seems cool. The gunplay looks like shitty. I'll probably play it once they like realize how bad they did and give it to me for $5.
Yeah.
And we'll get some good times out of it. I might call my boy Matt Bove and be like, "Yo, come play."
Snap.
Tom
And then, yeah. So Sean, Ghost Recon, getting it?
Probably. I like it. It looks good.
What's
I'm
the
not
last-
too
okay,
picky.
hold on.
He's veiled all
Ghost
his
Recon 2
opinions.
probably.
We're gonna rephrase that. Are you getting it on launch?
Oh, on launch, probably not. When have I ever got a game on launch in the past 3 years?
I was gonna say that. That's my argument. With you.
I'll tell you when you
Getting it on
will.
launch.
It's called Fallout 4.
No, it's called Battlefront,
Dingus.
which I probably won't even do.
I'm probably getting.
That's a story for another day, or a topic for
okay.
another
All right.
section.
So Nick, you getting it? Not on launch.
No.
All right,
I can strongly say no. It's just goes way too far away from Ghost Recon 2 and stuff like that for me. It's just.
Yep. All right.
Not good.
On
Not
to our next topic for the evening. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah. Pow.
That's it. Pow. Boom.
Need some more of those effects too.
Boom. Ka.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about how we believe Battlefront, or Battlefield, let me rephrase that, Battlefield, is becoming the new Call of Duty. Because it has been leaked that, well, here's an article for it, that Battlefield is on EA's release schedule for 2016. So that means we will be getting a Battlefield next year. Chances are it will be shit.
It will be shit.
I'm assuming it'll be in November. Well, it will be shit. But yeah, pretty much. I mean, yep. Okay, next topic. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I just thought it was funny because you messed up and you said shit.
It's gonna be shit.
It's gonna be shit.
So this will be the third year in a row that they've had a yearly release of Battlefield.
Do you know who is making this one? Did
I
it
think
say?
DICE is making this one. It said, right?
Like the Hardline?
like-
Like the one who made Hardline? I don't know the name of
It
them.
says the later was developed by Visceral Games, referring to Battlefield Hardline, so it's likely the next Battlefield will be Battlefield 5 developed by DICE.
Mhm.
Which I don't see how DICE can do it.
Aren't they like making a whole nother game?
They're making Battlefront.
One that's questionably bigger than Battlefield 19?
Yeah, like I think if you fuck up Battlefront, you fuck up everything.
I guess they're cashing in from that.
Yeah, but if you fuck up Battlefront, you're done as a company. I will
Yeah.
never buy another game from you. So it's like, yeah,
That is a weird. I have it that quick after because I know they're still going to be working on shit for Battlefront 2 or whatever.
right. So
3 or fuck.
technically, it's like it's a year and a half since like Battlefield Hardline, but like. I mean, for all we know, DICE is working on both right now.
Yeah, they could have been working on it way before Battlefront too.
Which is stupid because I think Battlefront, and they keep saying it's like Battlefield 5, but where's my bad company?
Yeah, it's never coming.
Yeah, never.
I also find it funny.
Okay,
Oh no, see what you're saying.
If you gave
It's
me
fine.
Battlefront 3 on like Frostbite 1, I'd be happy. Bad Company 3.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. But I do find it funny if I'm going to my Steam right now real quick to check it. But if you go on Steam and you go to Battlefield Bad Company 2, it says 2013 Bad Company series will return after a very long vacation. And then like a year later it says, what did people really like about Bad Company? And there's been nothing else on it.
Was it? Yeah.
It's like dead in the water.
One of the comments on that post or something, that article on whatever site I chose it from, Game Informer, PC Gamer, was like the top comment was, "What happened to that survey they asked about what they liked about Bad Company 2?"
Yeah. What did?
Because
What
they
did
were
that?
like they were like, yeah, obviously they didn't listen.
Fuck yeah.
So it's like, yeah. So, do you think it's going to become the new Call of Duty where we just stop playing it because we didn't buy Hardline? Are we going to want to buy the next one?
I think we already got to that point where we stopped playing it to an
Yeah.
extent.
Well, I mean, we played Bad Company 2 the last couple of months.
Yeah,
Once in a while,
but I mean, I could go back and play Call of Duty 3, and maybe even 4, and be
yeah,
fine. But like,
that's true.
But how many times are you doing that? That's the
well,
thing.
not very often because I
Yeah.
need an Xbox Live Gold account. I ain't paying for that shit. Now am I?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Sean, what do you think? Does it deserve a game, even if you're switching off between developers? Like, Visceral gets 1 year and then DICE gets 1 year, which
I
is
get
honestly exactly
that.
what Call of Duty does. But is that something that we want?
No, because what's happening is Battlefield 3 shit. Battlefield 4. It's just an upgrade of it, and then you just upgrade again to Hardline. It's like, when are they going to realize they need to make something that's way out there, that's way better than anything they've done before, and not just a copy of it? And that's what they don't get, because they keep doing these yearly things and don't have the time to be like, oh, here's one in 2 years that's quadruple the times better. And compared to here, hey, here's one because we have the Battlefield name, people are going to want it, and let's put them together, and bam, new game. Everybody's going to buy it just because it has the Battlefield tag. That's not how it should be. That's how Call of Duty does it. Call of Duty games suck dick. And I did say that.
You did say that.
Have you seen any of the recent games? They are poop.
I will give them the benefit of the doubt. Advanced Warfare's campaign was alright. I watched the video of it.
Okay.
That looked alright to me, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because
but the ones
actor.
before that, like
Kevin Spacey.
after 4 or 5 or 6, somewhere's around there, it stopped.
He said it, damn right.
Stop.
He said it.
Said
sorry,
it.
I was-
Call of
Call it
Dick
dick sucking.
Shit.
Yes.
Ben telling it like it is.
Man.
Ben
Fuck.
knows. Ben fucking knows.
Uh,
God, bored Ben.
They're definitely spreading their resources too thin.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be focusing on Battlefield 5. There's still people. There are people now that will say Battlefield 4 is their favorite game, and they haven't even played the Bad Company series. There's a lot of people now like that. I
Yeah.
mean, it
there's
seems.
a lot of
Yeah.
like why they alienated their old people to gain
Mhm.
all these new like people that think like, oh, Battlefield 4 is so good,
It's not.
but
It's-
not. It's the worst one in like years.
They're
the worst
appealing
ever.
more and more to Twitch shooter people. Like if
Like
you were
Call of
to
Duty, which is Call of
Yeah.
Duty years.
if you were to look at like the original Battlefield games, like 1942, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say like they're tactical, but they're slow paced. You know, they got the vehicles, they got the big maps. You spawn at like this side of the map with the vehicles. You have to drive all the way over to here, and that's pretty much it. Then you have like Bad Company 2. You know, it's like a nice middle ground. The vehicles spawn all over the place and shit like that. And then you have like Battlefield 3, where it's just like you run like a motherfucker, you jump over anything. There's like a vehicle everywhere for you. It's
You hope you don't get hit by a building or something.
yeah, they try to make it much quicker now, and I think that's why a lot of the older fans are just getting so pissed
And
off.
that's why all the new people are coming, being like, yo,
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
hate
because
Call
all
of Duty
this-
now, and now Battlefield 4 is like the new shit because I had someone, I can't remember who it was, but I was talking to someone and they were like, yeah, I like Battlefield. I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 4. I think it's one of the best Battlefield games out there. And I was like, okay, what game modes do you play? And they were like, Team Deathmatch.
Nope.
And
Oh,
I
man.
wanted to hit him in the face so hard, or whoever it was. I don't even know who it was.
what was that game mode? I don't know if it was on beta. That we played. It was like Domination or something like that. It was essentially team deathmatch, like Call of Duty. Wasn't it something like that?
Oh, what was it? It's like
I remember you playing it a
it
lot.
Was like, yeah, it was like non-stop, like cash. Yeah,
Yeah,
What was it?
it was
Yeah,
just straight like Domination or some shit
yeah,
like that.
I'm pretty sure it might have been called Domination.
It's just like those game modes in Battlefield, like that Domination mode and like the team deathmatch mode.
If it's any
I-
game,
I
mode where
haven't
you
played
have
them.
If it's any game mode where you have to like cut the map smaller, fuck
Yeah.
you.
I just legitimately have not played. I don't even know if there's team deathmatch in Battlefield 4 or that other Domination. But since beta, I have not played either of those game modes.
There's Team Deathmatch, there's that Domination mode, and there's Search and Destroy.
Yeah.
the
Gee,
equivalent.
Search and Destroy was
I've never
alright.
played those other than
No.
Team Deathmatch.
Search
That
and
was like
Destroy
whatever.
doesn't work on Battlefield. I tried it.
It did, yeah, it didn't really work, but
It did not
it
work
wasn't
on Battlefield
the
because
team
it was-
deathmatch shit.
because the
Like
maps were not made to play it on Battlefield.
Yeah, what was it? The bomb spawns at the top of that tower on Siege of Shanghai, and you just jump off and parachute into the base.
Yeah, it
It's
was.
like, what?
there was something wrong where it was like the point of search and destroy, like in Call of Duty, is like be able to be the quicker gun, but it was like in Battlefield, it was like just hide better, kind of thing. It was like
Yeah.
it was like there's 50 million places to hide, so you can't check them all, and you can't really engage anyone. It's like you get shot in the head if you haven't played it before, and you don't get really really good at it. Didn't really work in Battlefield, but in the end, Battlefield should not be a yearly release.
But what's happening now is why we're getting so many new like people that like it is because Battlefield kind of, like as Nick said, picked up that pace, so then it moved into the Call of Duty area, and then Call of Duty went way out of its boundaries and fucked up, and then the people that liked that style of play of Call of Duty now like Battlefield, and that's why you don't have like all these normal game modes that we have, like Conquest and Rush and everything that are the normal based game modes that from Battlefields and Bad Company and whatever. And that's the problem, is they're seeing that, oh, we can grab some people from Call of Duty and make them like Battlefield because it's a big name. And it's just like, no, that's not what your company was built on or anything like that. So it's kind of ridiculous.
EA.
What have you done?
Shaking my head.
God damn.
Group facepalm.
What have you done?
We're going to count it down.
1, 2, 3.
EA.
Fuck
Got 'em.
you, EA.
God have mercy.
With that beautiful face palm, it is time for a quick intermission. Every CowCast, we have a quick intermission after our third topic to do some DJ stuff, some music. Usually Lewis has been doing some live music for us, but Lewis is not here this weekend or this week, so we got a pre-recorded mix for you guys. So here's my boy DJ Crossfade in the mix. We'll be back in 4 minutes.
Take it away.
DJ Crossfade.
Prepare yourselves.
Prepare yourselves. Because the CowCast is back.
Holy
Alright. We are about to begin. Topic number 5. 4.
How to be a DJ?
No, we're not, no, we'll leave that for Lewis next week. He can teach everyone how to be DJs.
Okay.
All right, on to our big topic of the evening, I think my favorite, or I think the most hyped topic. So, we are talking about Star Wars Battlefront game modes. We've talked about Star Wars Battlefront in the past with some E3 trailer and the initial trailer and all that jazz. So we're back with a third time talking about Star Wars Battlefront. I think it's one of the biggest games that's coming out, along with the big Fallouts, yo.
Here is the article, and brace your ears if you want to watch that video. That shit is loud as fuck.
Loud
so there you go. Yeah.
So then there's also, there's also this. I guess this one's linked in that article, but here's this one too. So basically, they released, they pretty much released 2 game modes that they're going to have in Battlefront this week. They had confirmed them. So one is Blast, which is like a team deathmatch, 10v10, and you play. It's pretty much team deathmatch. I mean, that's pretty much straightforward. And then there is a second game mode that they've teased on Twitter, and they teased with a short, like, 15-second video, and it's obviously going to be, like a air superiority dogfight battles thing. So,
Oh yeah.
because obviously they don't have space battles, so they need something to kind of replace that. And I think honestly, this is the best we're gonna get. Because
You don't sound very optimistic.
no, but okay. So think about it. Do we know what? So it's called Fighter Squadron, right? That's what the name is being pitched as so far. I don't think it's necessarily confirmed. But does that like the whole space battle thing, right? Does that necessarily mean that we won't get the whole like destruction?
I can eat. That's hilarious.
I'm eating some peaches.
God damn it.
Oh my
dude.
God, I gotta eat your
Alright.
Georgia fresh peaches
you were
here in
saying-
the can. Georgia fresh
because
peaches.
the battles aren't
in
in
the
space doesn't mean it won't play the same way as if it was in space, right? For all we know, we have the Fighter Squadron, and you have to go and blow up. You have to go blow up the other enemy ship and stuff. That's the objective, right? For all we
Well,
know, that's the objective. So why?
well, that could be the objective. The objective could also be like Battlefield 3 did, I
with
think.
the air
Where it's
superiority
just where it's just fly around the frickin' wind farm because reasons
just
and
kill
shoot
each
each other.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like a team deathmatch in the air
And
kind of thing.
that was shit.
Mhm.
I played it to grind out like an assignment and never played it again.
Right, yeah.
So
What is it? There's like, I mean, we play War Thunder though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of like the straightforward air battle kind of thing. Just kill each
well,
other.
if you're playing arcade,
Well, yeah,
I
okay,
guess
yeah,
on like certain game modes.
right, but we played arcade for hundreds of hours,
Yeah, and now we don't.
and now we play realistic.
Shit.
and I get. But so like, what's going to be the difference? Like, I don't know. I think everyone's kind of freaking out about the whole space battle thing, but I think it could, depending on how DICE does it, it could be exactly the same, just not in space.
Yeah. I think the thing that I'm a little upset about is that they pitch this, with like all the starships and stuff, and it's like, well, why isn't it necessarily a space battle? I mean, maybe they just want to show off like the graphics engine in like that short period of time that we saw. But when I think about the Star Wars games, like particularly Battlefront 2, like anytime you could get in a plane, it was a space battle. Like Battlefront 1, you could get in a plane and it wasn't a space battle. I don't know. It just grinds me the wrong way because it's Star Wars, not fly around on Hoth and shoot shit,
Well, okay, I wouldn't put a space battle on Hoth. I don't know. I think the whole
Yeah,
like,
just saying that.
Hoth is the bad example. Sorry.
I couldn't think of any other place. The idea is, why isn't it in space in the first video? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Why you gotta do
No,
this?
I think like there's also like a lot of the new Star Wars trailers. There's a lot of stuff that like there's a lot of battles that look like they're happening like on surface, like in the sky instead of the space.
Whoa.
Aliens, man. Aliens. Sorry, I had to do it. But I don't know. I think it's going to be the same gameplay no matter what you do.
Sean, what do you think after
I don't
finishing your
know.
delicious thing of peaches?
My peaches were great.
Okay.
But I don't know. It looks cool, but they fucked up on that space battle shit real bad. That's not in there, and what's it called? It's just like, why? Why is it not in space? Why is it on fucking planets? And I would definitely agree with you on Nick. It's Star Wars, big star. Not it ain't nothing else. It ain't. Let's play flying around planets like all day. No, I want it in the motherfucking space. That's the coolest shit ever. Like to actually like portray space in a video game, fly around in it is something that everybody can enjoy, no matter what your age is, no matter what game type you like. It's just something that they really missed out on. But getting the flying in there, kind of giving it a nice feel, but I'm just disappointed on not having it in space to begin with.
Yeah, I mean,
the trailer looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it did.
For how short it was.
Yeah, but it was pretty loud too.
Yeah, it was
It
pretty
was too
fucking
loud.
It's like, holy shit, Star Wars! But yeah.
It's like blah, 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 and scene.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
I don't
so
have.
anything.
That last like shot where like
Yeah.
you're flying into just a giant battle was pretty cool.
It's like I don't have a problem with it's like oh you're flying low so you can like fly in canyons and stuff. It's like sure if you can do that in the game and it works good, that's fine. I mean, I don't have a problem if they have like the land battles with the planes. I mean, I still like space battles regardless. But from what we've been hearing from a lot of people is that the plane stuff for Star Wars Battlefront isn't that good. So I don't know.
So here's the question. Do we want it like Battlefield? Or do you want it like Battlefront 2?
I want it like Battlefront 2.
Yeah. Why the fuck would I want to like Battle?
That and tell me that those controls were good.
Well, I'm not
The
saying I want the
controls
controls like that. I just want the game to be like that. The controls are fucking awful.
I know. Well, that's a clip. But do you want to be able I want to be able to fucking fly the planes.
Yeah,
Correctly.
So do I, but I
And
want
be
like a
good
good
at it, like,
split. You know.
To the point where it's not whether I like spend 100 hours playing that game mode or not. I want to be good at it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Kind of thing. Like I want it to be like War Thunder, where you can just pick it up pretty quickly playing arcade.
Yeah.
Like,
And not have some bullshit controls that you can't get, and you
Right,
just
and not
just
like-
like turn the controller,
yeah,
turn
like,
the controller.
I want point and move kind of thing control, which is what they probably have. And I think a lot of people are probably bashing it who's played it, like all the big YouTubers and stuff are probably bashing it because of that reason, because it's not the Battlefield controls where you can control the pitch, yaw, and roll of your plane as much as like.
No.
I think I don't know. I think if you literally have the controls you have for War Thunder, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's pretty next level though for an EA title. And they always seem to do planes sketchily.
I don't know, I
In
think
my
if you
opinion.
WASD to, well, A and D to roll, or whatever, I don't even know, to like do a quote unquote barrel roll, and then
It's an aileron roll. I'll
and
have
then
you know.
move your mouse
Gosh.
to turn. I honestly think that's the best way to do it.
I don't know. It's just I think the whole reason that I don't want the planes necessarily like I want them segmented into their own thing and they can have like their own controls whatever they want. It's just because I remember not so much Battlefield 3, but I remember Battlefield 4 when we played that and there was planes in it. You couldn't like strafe anything. Like by the time if I'm coming to tank, I go right at him, I shoot it, I pull up, and then as soon as I pull up, I'm at the edge of the map and I have to turn around or I blow up.
Right.
You know, the maps were. It's not that the maps are too small. I think that in Battlefield 4 for infantry and vehicles, I think a lot of the maps are almost too big.
Right.
But for planes and like air stuff, it's just they were way too small, and that's why I don't think EA is gonna make them any bigger. Sadly.
So here's my question. Do you think, like we've seen in the Hoth gameplay, that there is like TIE fighters and snow speeders, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's that whole like, well, that's also Walker Assault. So that's in Walker Assault, but they have like this, you can play as like the things. I think the snow speeders are acceptable, but do you think like the fact that they put TIE fighters in is like something that should happen? Those aren't in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And they're obviously going to do the same for every other map that has Walker Assault on it, at least.
Oh, yeah.
At least Walker Assault game mode. So it's like, is that something? I don't know. I don't think that's something we want. I don't think the whole air support thing should be in Battlefront.
Yeah. I don't know what they would do necessarily either, because in the movies you don't really see the planes that I know of. You don't really see the planes being used as like ground support.
No, yeah,
I can't think of it in any
Right.
Yeah,
instances
no,
in the
you
movie.
use them as space. They're all space planes. That's
Yeah,
all we're
they're all-
saying.
or like meant that they're the snow speeders meant to take down the walkers,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which
but like those weren't pictured in the video, was it?
yeah they were in the Hoth
They were?
video.
I think the idea is that we don't really, from the movies wise, we don't really know that many air like vehicles like TIE fighters and shit that would be used as like anti-ground stuff.
Right.
It's like we know like the snow speeder would, because it's like the whole reason it has like a winch on the back, to
Yeah.
take down
It's not,
the
I'm not even
AT.
sure it's meant to. I'm not even sure that was meant to do that.
Yeah, but that's the idea. That's like the gimmick with it.
Right.
It's like what does a TIE fighter have to like do anything against ground? Just like the blasters, you know?
Blasters, right? Yeah. So it's like, I think it's like having those in there is like kind of like not true to the movies.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they need this like individual game mode. But obviously they're gonna have both, which is really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hopefully,
Very stupid.
Hopefully, I'm hoping that the whole Walker Assault is the only game mode that has a ton of air support like that.
Yeah.
'Cause I think it'd make sense because it'd be like the only game mode where the Walker, like the AT-AT's in it, and it's the only. So it's like you need the snow speeders because that's kind of like the point of it, and you need the other things to take it down. Like, because that's like the whole premise of taking down an AT-AT. But and so you need to counteract that with giving them their own support, like their own anti-air planes, like the planes, the TIE fighters. But I don't think they need it I don't think you need it in like a normal like Endor battle, like, or if you're playing at Jabba's Palace or something, or. All those
But then there's the question is how does a TIE fighter fit onto the landscape?
Well, it doesn't. It flies above the landscape, actually. Whoa!
Well, yes, obviously. But like
Get wrecked.
if you're flying like in War Thunder, it's hard to fly a big ass plane low to the ground, and the snow ones, I can't remember what they're called, are meant to be very close to the ground and drive around. But like a giant TIE fighter.
I think they're the same size.
Well, okay,
they're
even if
very
the same
sketchy
size.
to fly low to the ground.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
just how they're made. Because it's
Yeah.
like they're just like a giant H, essentially.
Yeah, like that's my question is like how effective is that going to make sense if they give that anti-support?
Right. There's no physics supporting that TIE fighter motion
There's
at all. At all. And it's kind of depressing actually when you think about it.
Oh man.
But
He wants a
Lord's
TIE fighter.
broken.
Wants one.
all right, so I mean, we're excited for Star Wars Battlefront, I think, kind of, but there's certain stuff that shouldn't be in it and so forth. And do we? Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much the rest of that topic. We've killed it.
I could keep hating on it, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, we can keep hating on it, but the only way we're gonna do it is play it, I guess. So.
Yeah. The only way we'll know is play it and watch it and see what people think.
And as always, we'll be back with more Star Wars Battlefront news at some point.
God damn
Here on
right
the
we will.
CowCast, because this is our third time, so it'll be back because we got another 4 months, 5 months. What are we at? 4 months now?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know the
we're at
release
3
date.
months. 3 months now. Holy shit!
Holy shit.
3 months and 14 days. I'm not counting.
Why does no one give a fuck about Fallout 4 here besides me?
Yeah, no,
Shit.
I'm looking forward to it. Okay, next one. Next topic. Here we go.
Dun-dun-dun.
Da-na-na.
Blam.
Okay. Our last topic of the Eating Before Viewer Topics is, this is the question we've pitched. If you are starring in a feature film for the first time, what would be the movie plot of your movie?
Nate, you can go first on
Yeah,
this.
I want to hear you go first.
Okay. So Sean, you heard this story plot last night.
Oh, shit.
Oh my fucking
Okay.
god!
I haven't, so this is new to me, folks.
So
My boy Cap.
I am not physically in the film. I'm going to be a voice actor for said film. Right?
Starring. Okay.
So I'm going to be starring Nate Bodner as the voice of. We're going to change the cat, Sean, but as Lincoln the cat. And Lincoln the cat is going to be the cat pin of crystal catnip. So he's going to be a drug overlord. who has to kill all the other competition cats. And then he's going to meet, just for Tom Beliveau here, he's going to meet Bon Jovi, the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, and the Tooth Fairy. He's going to team up with them, linking the cat pin of catnip. He's going to be... It's going to be like a Walter White story. It's going to be Breaking Bad, but cat style.
Heroin peddling cat.
No, catnip.
Catnip.
Not
Sorry.
heroin.
Sorry.
Catnip. Get it right.
I forgot this show is good. Rated G.
Catnip. Any questions about my film?
I don't know if I have questions about your film or questions about your sanity. I don't know.
Okay, well, now, Nick, imagine him saying this in an Asian variety accent last night, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was going bonkers right in the fucking living room. And I'm like, what is going on? And then it went on for hours.
It did not go on for hours. It
didn't go on for hours, but it went on for so long.
No,
oh my gosh.
I literally said that entire like thing, but like significantly longer with my other cat's name for like 10 minutes. And I gave an entire plot story behind it and everything. Yep, pretty much.
I'm not related to this person.
Nope.
I'm not related to either of them. It's great.
All right, so Nick, go for it.
Great. Oh, perfect. Just in time for my response in chat. That's what I would do, actually. I would do a World War II movie. Yeah. And also, fuck you, Sean.
You need to give us more of a plot than World War II.
Of course, I'm going to give you more plot. Of course. Okay, so we went over this before, and I don't know if I'm going to necessarily be starring, but I would at least like a cameo, just so I'm in the movie. But if you were to do something interesting, World War II, we can't do the Saving Private Ryan stuff. Like, the American stuff's overdone. The Russian stuff, I guess, The French. Yeah, the French. The movie's over in 30 minutes. Okay. See this?
There's been a decent amount of stuff about French and Russians.
Yeah, but what there hasn't been that have been good is a decent amount of stuff about Germans. Maybe the Japanese. I think the Japanese have had more stuff done for them, like Letters from Iwo Jima, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I can't think of any good like Western made, well, Western as I say, not German, like movie where the German guy is the main character in World War II. And usually if it is, it's one of those movies where it's like, holy shit, Holocaust is bad, or I'm gonna kill Hitler and shit like that,
Like
but
Valkyrie
there's not one that's really like a war movie for Germany, which I think would be interesting.
I think it would be interesting.
Yeah.
Would you do like the whole? Would you come from the point of view of like a Nazi who's like supporting the whole thing to get that point of view, or are you coming from like the whole like fake Western? This is like I'm just doing this because I have to kind of bullshit way.
I would hope it wouldn't be the second way, just because like it's kind of like bastardizing it,
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like, oh man, he's a Nazi. He hates Jewish people. He's stereotypical. But concentration camp. Holy shit! I love Jewish people now. It's like if they were to do something like that, it's just so. I don't know. It's just like really stereotypical. If you were to think of any movie like that, I would just want something where it's like almost like Band of Brothers, kind of, where it starts off German guy. He's like, all right, cool. He gets brought into it. He's like, okay, I gotta fight for Germany. Shit. And towards the end, maybe he's like, okay, screw it. And then you kind of see like his point of view through all that, not just like the, oh, you're a Nazi thing right away.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't like Nazis. It turns out
That's
a good reason
really,
for it too. So.
Well, yeah, but that's really the hard part. Is like, how do you make it that point of view without making the film be like so realistic and so like not wanting to watch and relive that history for like some people,
Well,
like, how do you make it so it's friendly for people to watch but still knowledgeable?
Well, that's the thing. I think it should be realistic because like that's the thing. It's like when they say like, oh, everyone's a Nazi, and like, oh yeah, they all hate Jewish people. They're all part of the Holocaust. A lot of people weren't.
It's
It's
like the same censorship thing that like we talked about before, Sean.
Yeah,
If you
it's
change,
like
if you change history, it's like it's pointless.
Yeah,
Mhm.
not all people in like the German army back then were Nazis. That was just like a political party back then.
Yeah.
Right.
Like people like the SS, yeah, they were all Nazis because they're fucking insane. But I don't know. There's different levels to it. That's why I think if you have a historical movie, people understand like it's not all black and white. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's my long-winded response to my movie. That
I
I
like
would
it.
probably have a cameo in of being some Russian guy who gets shot to shit or some shit. That's probably what would happen.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I think that's a good. I would watch it.
I would
I
too.
think it needs to be very gritty though.
It does.
It needs
Just
to.
so people know, there is a Band of Brothers German version, but apparently it sucks ass. So there you go.
Aw.
It needs to. Was it? It needs to be like a Schindler's List, like pianist, like grittiness.
Yeah, Pianist Gritty was good. I like that.
That movie. That movie's in my top 5.
Yeah, I would say it is. It's pretty good.
So
That's enough morbid shit. Hopefully, Sean has something about rainbows and fucking
Go.
fairies and all that.
Hipster shit. Yeah. No, I really don't know. Like, picking a movie topic.
Fucking
What?
Jews.
Oh my!
There
I'm
is no
hoping
I
that's-
don't know. If Frankie was here, he'd kill you.
I hope that was a quote from a movie.
That was a quote from a movie. Yeah,
Okay, good.
that World War II one that wasn't made.
Yeah, that wasn't
Continue.
it. Okay, going on. Hipster shit. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was thinking, like, what would be a cool movie, but, like, everything's overplayed and, like, oh, you'll make a video game into a movie or something like that. It's kind of just bullshit. You don't have any creativity off of that. And I feel like I'm so overstimulated by movies and games and video content that I wouldn't have, like, this cool, badass movie, but I have, like, a simple documentary. There we go.
There you
I
go.
can speak the English language and dialect about like just living the American dream kind of thing, moving out west kind of deal, starting my own small business, stuff like that. Just something cool, well like filmed, but not like big explosions or like all weird graphics or anything. Just something like simplistic to it, which isn't really done in big movies anymore.
Yeah, it's true. That's all the indie
Not-
films that do that.
Yeah, you always get
You
these
want something
small.
that's well shot, but not like action packed.
Yes, but I don't know what that would be.
Boyhood.
Maybe if chat could provide Sean with the answer, then Sean can go out and make his multi-billion-dollar movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nah, no.
Boyhood.
Boyhood.
Wait. I need to watch that. That was supposedly really good.
I don't even know what it is.
Literally
eh?
you literally just, it's the movie that was filmed over 12 years.
Oh, that one. Okay,
That one.
never mind. I know what it is. Well, there you go. I know one movie that's hipsterish.
What is
Yes.
it?
Hipsters.
No, that was literally like it was a pretty solid film. I think it was really solid for like our age group because it was like literally our life, our childhood played out in front of us. Like what was interesting
Yeah.
because it
That
was
is-
filmed over 12 years, like it was actually like when the Game Boy came out, the kid got a Game Boy. And like when the first iPod came out, that was the new thing, so that was in the movie. And when like the
Ooh.
new like I don't know, so forth like that. It's like the Xbox 360 came out. Oh my god, or like and stuff like that. It was a lot of like living in the same shit that we lived in, which was I think was very interesting. It was a 3-hour movie, and I wasn't bored once.
Yeah, that's true. I guess kind of like, yeah, because even like Forrest Gump does that too. For I guess for it's like older people to like that movie because they've been through all that shit. They always have like all the references and stuff to all the crap that happened in their lives. So like they kind of work through. I mean, this even more so because obviously it's just like individualized as fuck. But yeah,
Right?
I can't think of many movies that do that. Very good. So, yeah,
Yeah.
not bad.
All right. Good
Hipster
good,
movie.
Good movies,
Wanna
guys.
see it.
Sean wants a hipster movie.
Goddamn.
No. I think there could be very many good movies that are not considered quote unquote hipster that fits Sean's categories.
Totes Mapes.
Fuck you, Sean.
He's just gonna call the movie "Hipster: A Chronicle of American Life."
Next topic.
Some bullshit. gonna be great. Next time.
Sorry, I had to do it.
Oh my gosh.
It's so great. All right, so this is the part of the show, as I mentioned before, where we ask viewers for topics. So this is the point where you, the viewers, all those people, lovely people out there watching and chatting with us in the big chat on the Twitch page, this is the point where you get to type in your questions and or small topics that you would like us to answer. And we'll give you about 2 minutes to answer them, and then Sean will start reading them down in order. So if you have a question you want to ask us about, like hardware or what programs we use or where we're from or what do we do or stuff like that, or you want to give us another topic similar to the ones we talked about today, or just ask us like a random scenario question, go for it. Just ask us some questions. We got one already, and yeah.
We got 2. Can we all play CSGO? The answer is no, because CS no.
Yeah. You even on that game, Sean?
No.
Okay.
I'm
He does, though.
I want to think of another movie like Sean just described that to was really good.
That's like the same idea
That
of
was
his.
no action packed, but yet really filmed very well.
Moon, kind of. I don't know if you've seen that movie. I doubt
No,
it.
I don't think I have.
It's more indie. That was kind of more like, I guess you would say, thriller, because it's like the danger is like always there and all that bullshit, but it's not like bad guys necessarily.
Well, so is kind of the boy who wears the pajama stripes or something, black stripes or whatever. It's not like focused on the war, but you still get that effect of like danger in it.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. 20%.
So,
Although there's visible bad guys there, because they're behind the fucking fence with like machine guns. So I don't know, but yeah, I get your idea.
So when you say that, Sean, is it like suspenseful out of that?
I don't know. I just want a well-filmed video that's not like I mean like very cinematic. Like,
are we looking for a good story or a good film? Like filmed well, because there's a difference. Because
I want both
videos that don't have good stories.
I want both. I don't know. Like, what was it?
I'm just naming movies that came out this like the last couple of years, but Nightcrawler was pretty good. That had Jake Gyllenhaal in it. 2014 movies.
What was Nightcrawler movie?
It's about a news reporter.
Who,
he's like a guy who like loses his job and then becomes like a news like filmer person. So the way the news works is like people go out. There's like crews that go out and just like capture the film because they're the first one there. And like then it's their job to get it to the film people, like to the film. So it's like basically film like freelancing. It's like freelance news photography, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
But it's film instead of photography. And the job of the guy is to get the films, but then he hires an assistant. It's all about how he like mistreats his assistant and mistreats this other lady, and how he kind of gets mentally more unstable, and like he does crazy stuff where he like moves the bodies of like this dead people in this accident and shit.
What?
Or, like, while he's like, it's to like get the better, quote unquote, get the better shot. Like he fucks with stuff like that. It's really fucking dark.
Yeah, that's true.
I gotta see that then.
It was honestly like Jake Gyllenhaal didn't even get nominated for the Oscar, and yet it was probably it was fucking really good.
All right, let's
let's
answer some questions, and then we can get on to the topic if people want to do more.
Hold up. Just a fun fact: on day one of that Nightcrawler movie, the trailer for it coming out on YouTube, literally everyone in the comments were fucking pissed that it wasn't an actual Nightcrawler movie like I want.
That's what I was thinking.
It's true. I remember seeing that. But yeah, continue.
Okay, so the thoughts on Windows 10. It's shit. That's all I gotta say. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm not downloading until it's fully tested, and you should definitely check out last week's video for that.
Yeah, we talked about it last week. I went on a little bit of a rant.
I have no.
I'm gonna do it here again. Fuck it. I'm not upgrading to Windows 10. Probably never will. Everyone says Windows 8 sucks, but I haven't had a problem with it. Everyone's like blue screening on Windows 8. I haven't blue screened in 2 years. Lewis was like, yo, I'm downloading Windows 10 because it's going to be great. I'm not going to blue screen. He blue screened today. Hence why he's not here. Like,
oh, boy.
Lewis couldn't sit in the call because he kept blue screening from Windows 10.
Well, he has a lot of technical stuff going on with this Break 2. You know?
No.
Or is it just basic?
it was pretty much basic. He was installing programs.
Well, shit.
Yep. And
Uh,
yeah, so fuck that, man. That ain't happening.
from the certain people I've asked, they haven't had an issue yet. They haven't really shown me anything worth convincing me to upgrade, though. Like, I'd rather not take the risk. Like, any presumed risk if it works fine for me now, so. There you go.
That's why I have Windows 7.
Nigga, you might need to upgrade just later on. It might be getting a bit old.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so the next question is Nick's 4chains. I think Nick's gonna say
My
no.
4chan, no. Sadly, I'm not 4chan. Neither am I Reddit or
Or Facebook. Or Twitter.
or Twitter, or Tumblr. I'm none of those.
Google Plus.
Sean is like
Ooh.
PictoSnap or whatever the fuck that thing is. So
Pick those now?
yeah, PictoSnap. Yeah.
I ain't nobody.
Okay.
All right.
I'm Sean Bod. What's your favorite
Movie
movie genre to Sean and
I think
Nate?
that was
Sorry,
just
Nick.
in general. I think that's in general.
Yeah.
It's just like
Cool.
see it.
War. I don't know. I like war movies.
Nick, what's your favorite genre?
You didn't ask me, man. He asked you.
No,
Even if it was
no, it was a
general.
general thing. He just
But
didn't
yeah,
give
but
you
what's,
names.
what's yours though? Since he did ask you first, in
I
theory.
think it's like if it makes you feel. That sounds really corny.
Makes you feel.
So
don't
not
know.
a genre.
It needs a good
It's a
story.
feeling. It's
A
a feeling.
drama, I guess.
I'm a big fan of dramas.
Big fan of dramas.
War genres are in that category, so.
Mhm.
But I would rather have a war movie with like a thought-provoking or like emotional connection, rather than a war movie with explosions.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have like a. There's I don't know. There's like. I'd rather have a. So I guess Saving Private Ryan is a lot of action too, but it also has that like. I'd rather have like the backstory of Saving Private Ryan and then the, like instead of the action of like Black Hawk Down or something.
Yeah, it's very
Mm.
true. To
think
me, at
both
least,
are
I
very
kind of felt like Saving Private Ryan. Well, not as much as Black Hawk Down, but I felt like Saving Private Ryan was almost tacked on for like the emotional shit
Yeah.
in some parts because they open up with that fucking D-Day scene. You're like, well, hope the rest of the movie's like this because holy dicks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
What's
Yeah.
your favorite genre?
What's my favorite genre? Obviously romance films, indie romance films from Italy. One of my favorite film genres ever. I can't understand what they're saying, but it's great. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10
Next
would.
question.
Next question.
Next question.
I don't know.
This goes to Nate. What is your game you play most on Steam?
That I have played most or currently play most? You have
I don't
played
know.
You have played
You
most.
can do
Civ
both.
5.
Well, yeah, I was figuring. There's a Civ 5 question later, too.
Yep.
Oh my.
Civ 5, pretty much. All right, go, Sean. Next one.
What is more hype, Fallout 4 or Deadpool movie? Fallout 4.
Fallout 4.
Fallout
Deadpool.
4 without a fucking
Dead,
doubt.
Deadpool.
Yeah. Who's even Deadpool? Oh, we all know who he is, hopefully.
I know
Fallout
who he is,
4.
but I don't really
Oh.
know his character. I watched a
Yeah.
few things on his character and like what he's about, but like, movie looks absolutely like shit.
Shots
According-
fired.
According to the Deadpool fans, though, the trailer looked really good. Like that was like spot on, like really good. But I think it looks absolute garbage.
All right.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay, next question is Fallout 4 or Battlefront?
Fallout 4.
I'm going to go with Fallout 4.
Wow, you hear
Just-
that,
I'm
folks?
more
Just because the
pumped-
risk.
More pumped.
Just
for
'cause the risk.
Battlefront, but Fallout 4 will be technically a more solid game.
Yes,
Without a
that's
doubt.
that's my exact theory.
If you look past the bugs in Fallout 4, it'll be decent as fuck.
They won't even.
It's not
doesn't mean
broke.
They'll fix the bugs at least.
Yeah. People always complain about the big bugs in those games. I mean, like, yeah, there's like a lot of bugs, but nothing. I've never experienced anything major. So I don't know. I've always gotten them day one and all that shit, so. Who knows?
Who
But we have a
knows?
convert, though. You heard him here first. He's like, fuck
Mhm.
that shit. Fallout 4. Both.
Yes, sir. All right, next question is have you played Civ 5? And if so, what's your favorite Civ to play?
Goddamn right we have.
All have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Nick
Dutch.
has like 1,200 hours. I have like 350, and fuck you, Sean.
11 something. 11.
Hey, I have 108. Okay, that's a solid 108.
Solid. What's your favorite Civ to play as, guys?
Gandhi.
I hate you.
Okay.
Nukes.
I don't know. I don't have a favorite one.
They're all the
But
same.
you know, the Netherlands, the Dutch, or whatever they are, you got to get those
Nick
polders.
will disagree with you.
I strongly disagree with you, but you know,
You got to get those colorful polders.
I like the colorful folders. That's about it.
Yeah.
I like
Well,
about
you
them.
can't get the polders. There's a problem.
I really like. No, for what it is, I really like their polar thing. I really like their unique unit, but I just fucking hate their Civ with a passion.
Oh yeah.
So
'Cause,
bad.
It's that one game
It is.
you played.
That one fucking game just ruined it for me.
It's that one game because. Oh, my camera just went black, but there we go. Okay, it's that one game where I was 2 errors ahead of you, and we were on the same team trying to fight like immortal
was-
AIs or something.
Absolutely ridiculous.
It was. I'm sorry, it was really bad.
It was.
It's
It
the reason
was.
why we lost the game because I came to help you instead of just letting you die.
Pretty much. I was very sad. But yeah, Germany,
It's okay.
OP. It's a
Germany's
realist
pretty
MVP. I don't think I've lost as Germany. I've culture won as Germany. I don't give a fuck.
How the fuck did
Really?
you do that?
I beat your brother, and I think you. That one multiplayer match.
What one?
It was a while ago. I don't know. I have the picture somewhere.
When you
But it was like me. It was like me on my own island. And it was like you two, and I just surrounded you with all the city states and shit. And I was like,
there
well,
was one game where you like were playing Venice and you kicked my ass.
I don't know.
You
Oh,
like. You,
Oh yeah, that
you
was the one game. I
utterly kicked my ass.
yeah, I was surprised that game.
Like you took it over. You had Venice and you took over the entire world.
Yeah, the war for Montezuma and shit.
Yep.
I remember
And I
that.
tried to attack you and I instantly died.
It's quite okay. Too long of a topic. Talk about this shit all night. I can.
Next question.
Dude, we're out of questions.
Not
What
even
questions?
Microsoft though, Sean. You missed
Fuck
that one.
Microsoft.
Not
That ain't
even
a question.
fuck
That's a
Microsoft.
concern. Look at the question marks
I
and
don't
exclamations
know.
and the
Yeah,
ones.
question marks,
Trees
man.
feel fake without its bark.
You heard it here first.
All right, so that pretty much wraps up our viewer questions for today. Thank you for giving us some viewer questions to discuss. Hope we answered all the questions. We'll be back next week with an opportunity to ask more viewer questions because we are the CowCast, and we do this every week, every Monday at 8 p.m. EST. Thanks to my co-hosts Nick and Sean. Hopefully Lewis and Frankie will be back with us next week, and we'll get Lewis doing some live DJing instead of some pre-recorded stuffs. And then, yeah, pretty much that's it. I hope you guys enjoy these topics. Make sure to leave topics that you might want us to discuss next week in the comments, and we'll read them after the stream. And thank you very much for coming out. And be back here next week, 8 p.m. EST. Nick, stop laughing so I can.
I was just trying to say.
I'm ignoring the chat.
I'm just trying to say that I really hope that Lewis's and Frankie's explosive diarrhea gets better. That's all I wanted to say.
All right.
Everyone
hope
put
it
the
gets better. Everyone, thank you for watching, and we will see ya next time.
Hey there viewers and welcome back. My name's Sean Bod and I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm an environmental earth science major by day and a gamer by night. I started off streaming not knowing much about it, but with the help from my friends and my brother, we have grown the stream to what it is today. Make sure to punch that follow button, share us around, and donate to both the stream and St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. The slogan, "Let's Fight Cancer for Freedom," has become a staple of the stream, because I want to help out by showing some love, finding the cure, and saving some children by playing games. Thanks again for watching here at Sean Bod Gaming.